What's up, guys? My name is KhaoticK, back at you guys with a lit ass video today, and we're coming at you with a new kind of video. I'm gonna talk about my experience with Turbo Molly, and this is what it was dubbed by the seller at the time. This was about 4 to 5 years ago, when I lived back in California. And so Turbo Molly is apparently 4FA and 4FMA combined into an ecstasy pill. And it was fucking Turbo Molly, all right, man. That shit fucking hit me really fucking hard, and it was lit. So I'm gonna get into my experience with that, and I hope you guys will stay high, stay lifted, and yeah. So stay tuned for what's in the video. So also join my harm reduction Discord, and yeah, leave a like and subscribe on the channel and comment. But anyways, let's get right into this. So yeah, so it was exactly what it was called. It was called Turbo Molly. And the seller had put 4FA and 4FMA in there. And, you know, I saw this shit on the, the dark web. And I was like, damn, this shit looks lit. I haven't tried either of these RCs. And I'm glad I did, because when I combined them both, dude, it was like I was fucking rolling for my first time again. It was crazy. And this was around the time when, not like long after I had abused MDMA pretty bad. So, yeah. So I was surprised that it actually hit me as hard as it did. And it really, really did. So we're going to get into that. So basically I had got it in a sample pack from the Netherlands. So this vendor was in the Netherlands. I had received 2 CB, a gram of ketamine, a gram of really fire MDMA, Dutch MDMA, and 5 4FA/4FMA pills. So yeah, it was quite a lot up in that sample pack. And it was cheap. It was like $35 to $40. It was cheap, man. And I was getting a lot. And I sold at least a half gram of that ketamine as well. So I made some money back for that, whole entire sample pack by charging $50 for that half gram of ketamine. So yeah, so this is what happened as well. So this is kind of like interesting. I had ordered it, right? And it was supposed to arrive. It actually had never arrived. And so I was like shitting bricks. I was like, fuck, did it get nabbed by the customs? It probably did. So I messaged the vendor, and they were so cool. They were so awesome. They actually sent another sample back. And shortly after that, I'm not even kidding, like within 2 weeks, I received it. And I'm like, whoa. I mean, the fact that they actually sent another one and were down to, and I received it, kudos. Kudos to whoever you guys are. Those guys were awesome. They were called I'm not going to actually name the vendor, but anyways, yeah, something, synonymous with incognito. That's all I'm going to give. That's the only clue I'm going to give. But anyways, yeah, they were pretty fucking incognito. They managed to pull this off and send me another sample pack, and I received it. So what do you know? I get right into the drug, and yeah, I opened the sample pack. I received it in the mail, and that day I went down to the mailbox. I was like, yes, I got it. Went back up to my house. And then, yeah, so basically, this is when shit got started. So I had gone in there, and I opened it up. I'm like, holy shit, they really managed to pack all that stuff in there. So I saw like 4 or 5 like different little baggies, all vacuum sealed. I'm like, damn, bro. All right. Shit, we're gonna have a little party. So yeah, the sample pack is so fucking lit because it's all good for one person, right? So perfect sample pack for yourself. And this is probably the only time I ever ordered a sample pack off the dark web. And boy, was it so worth it, because I had gotten the best bang for my buck, like I stated earlier. So, the day passed, and it was the nighttime, and I was getting ready to try this 4FA and 4FMA pill. So I invited my homie. I wasn't trying to do this shit alone, man. I did not have a test kit. I'm pretty sure I had nothing to actually test whatever that was. So not good, man, not good. But yeah, so I did it with a friend. So me and my friend both split a pill, and this is where shit got pretty interesting. So this friend was actually on SSRIs, so he actually felt nothing at all, nothing. And I, in the beginning of the high, I wasn't really feeling anything either. But he went home, and we were kind of thinking, was it gonna hit, right? Oh man, I was in for a rude awakening. But he wasn't. So it was pretty interesting, the diabolical side of that. So, very, very different for 2 people. But so for me, man, oh my, this shit was crazy. So I don't remember how much was in those pills. I think up to like 150, I think, or 200 probably. I have no idea. But oh my god, It was a roll, man. So it started kicking in. I started feeling these crazy ass rushes. It was like the most euphoric MDMA like high I've ever had in my whole entire life. Like, this was beating MDMA by itself. This was beating MDA and MDMA together. This was just off the chain. All right. So if you guys don't know, 4FMA is more typically a stimulant. It does have, however, some serotonergic action. 4FA is a serotonergic agent as well. But combined, I don't know what happened. But yeah, it was like turbo molly. So the roll was super fucking energetic. All right. Like, if I was on this pill at a rave, oh my God, I would have been talking to all the bad bitches. I would have been feeling myself, man. Like, this shit made you feel so on top of your shit. However, very, very like cardiotoxic, maybe. My heart rate was through the roof. So be careful there. Because actually at the end of this, you're combining two different chemicals together. One's a stimulant, one's a more relaxed, like high, like 4FA. But together, man, they create a little monster, and a good monster at that. So, man, I was so fucking lit. I, had to walk outside. I was getting really, really hot. And I had like a little hill. And I started walking up the hill like I've never walked up a hill ever before. I mean, but in a good way. So I was like tramping up that hill, man. I was like fucking marathon runner, but I was walking. I wasn't even running. Yeah, no, it just made me want to exercise a little bit there. I needed to walk off that energy. And, this was very, very different than MDMA. So with MDMA, you're not going to want to walk. All right. So the stimulant was in action. The 4FMA was really kicking balls there. I just could not shut down. But with that being said, the music enhancement, oh my God, I was so fucking high. I felt so good, man. I felt like I could just do anything. It was kind of like godlike energy. And this was even beating the time I took acid and ecstasy together in a way, because that was actually more intense. But what the euphoria side of this was just through the roof. I never wanted it to end, but of course, everything ends. But it was just out of this world. So you can classify this video as a combo review of some sort, although I wanted to do a separate video on that. But no, like really, this is a very, very good combo. 4FA and 4FMA. Turbo Molly. Let me know if you guys have ever heard of this concoction, because this shit is just nuts. I was on fucking cloud motherfucking million, man. I was feeling like $1 million. I was feeling like I could do anything. And one time I took it, I saw some girls, bro. I was like, I actually could lucidly talk to them. Like, if this was MDMA, I couldn't even talk to them. But I could talk to them high as shit, euphoric as fuck. I was having fucking the serotonin rushes, and God, I feel like my face was melting and shit. But like, I could still talk to a girl and still hold a conversation. It was crazy. So it was a lot more lucid of an MDMA high. And I'm telling you, it was at least this one dose. It was crazy because it was my first time doing it. 10 times the roll of MDMA. I'm not fucking kidding at all. That shit was 10 times the roll of MDMA. And I'm not emphasizing that more than it needs to be. You'd have to experience it for yourself. But, as all things, I got a tolerance. It wasn't hitting as much as it used to. And then I burned through all of it. And now it's banned. And that shit, pretty much impossible to find. Unless, I guess, maybe you live in a Dutch country. Or if you live in the Netherlands. If you live somewhere like that. I do not know. But let me know if you guys have ever found that again. Because I'm missing it. And I did 4FA by itself. 4FA by itself is very different. I never did 4FMA again. I never did 4FMA by itself. But together, I'm telling you, that shit, keep it to a minimum though, because there were some reports of them causing stroke-like conditions in people, those two chemicals, and especially those two together. So I would please advise to be careful, and that's probably why they banned it. But for me, there was actually almost no come down. That's the other thing I forgot to add. No come down because it didn't have the depression-causing metabolite that stops serotonin production in your brain. I forgot what it was called, but it brings down the 5-hydroxytryptamine production in your brain. That's a good way to summarize that. Yeah, so it does not have that side effect. So again, you could recover a lot faster with this substance. However, please be advised, do not use that as an excuse to abuse more. And again, this chemical was through the roof with the euphoria. It was a lot more than MDMA, and 4FA by itself was really weak. So I was really surprised by that, just for a comparison there. So again, it was definitely the combination of the 4FMA and 4FA that made that super euphoric. And yeah, Turbo Molly was a great fitting name. It felt like I was just like a goddamn jackhammer, man. I was like a goddamn Energizer bunny the whole time during the high, and I could be lucid any moment that I wanted to. I could be wrapped up in the high if I wanted to. It was also very relaxing. Music was crazy. It was the perfect rave drug. Perfect rave drug. But again, at the rave, you're a lot more hot, sweaty. Those conditions could lead to more of a heart strain. So again, you'd want to keep your doses sensible. But other than that, this chemical was top notch. I hope you guys get to try it. And leave it down in the comments if you guys have, because I really love to read those comments. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoying this video. Hope you guys stay high, stay lifted. Please join my harm reduction and substance Discord for more content. And on that Discord, you can learn a lot of things about these substances I talk about here on this channel and more. But other than that, I hope you guys are enjoying your day. Again, stay high, stay lifted. Please leave a like, subscribe, and comment on my video. And we'll see you guys for the next one. Peace.